back to my workshop. You know, I mostly cut and build stuff with wood, but recently I've wanted to do I've wanted to up my game a little bit, and I've wanted to, I've wanted to cut steel, stainless steel, aluminum, metal, and I've also wanted to do some engraving. And although I've been extremely happy with Avid CNC, I looked into, they had a pretty powerful laser that could have done some small amount of cutting. I don't think it would have cut what I wanted to cut, but it could have cut some thinner metals and stuff like that, and it could have done some engraving. However, and it wasn't that, you know, it was about $3,000, I think, to add it to my, and you could just add it to your Avid CNC, and it was a plug and play system, which I thought was pretty good. And I might at some point look into that later on for just specialty things. But so I went on their website, and of course they don't even have them in stock, so you can't even get them. So then I started looking around, and I thought about cutting steel, and I do want to cut up to 1/4 inch because, you know, I've got excavators and stuff, and sometimes I need to, you know, weld some pretty thick metal, and I might need to make some parts for it. And plus I had plans of making some custom gates on my property with some deer and some moose and stuff in the gates. And I'll give you an example of that. But so I did a lot of research, and originally I was going to get a plasma table. And the more I looked into it, I don't want to handle, I'm by myself, like right now it's snowing outside, I'm in my shop, it's heated. I don't want to handle big sheets of steel, and I don't even want to handle big sheets of wood. So, although I have to, but especially steel, because it can be pretty heavy and awkward to manage. But, you know, and normally, I mean, I can't imagine cutting anything bigger than 2x2. So originally I had the idea of getting a 4 foot by 4 foot plasma table. And I thought that would be a good addition to the shop. But at the same time, I was researching lasers. Anyway, I did a bunch of research on customer service and different people and different manufacturers. And I came to the conclusion that I was going to try out the XTOOL Metal Fab. And basically what that is it's a laser, and the one that I'm getting is the 1200 watts, so it's the biggest one that they have. But basically it has a 2x2 footprint, so you could set 2 foot by 2 foot steel in there, or anything you want. You can set wood, plastic, whatever you want. And then it has a 1200 watt fiber laser that can cut through this metal. Now, you're gonna need, you know, there's a few things that you need to add to that. You need, you're gonna need CO2, and you can get that from, they have their own air compressor and air filtration system where you could just run an air compressor to run it. But you're gonna need to set up a few things. You need two 220 volt outlets, one for the air compressor, one for the welder itself. And then you need two 110 outlets, one for the air, I believe it's the air dryer, and then the CNC itself. So it's not that bad, but you do need to set up a few things. And then you're gonna need an 8-inch exhaust out the back of the building. And the reason I chose this is I don't believe I'll need anything bigger than 2x2. And the laser cuts it cuts a lot finer than a plasma cutter. And if you've ever seen like designs done with a plasma cutter, you can get down to some pretty small designs, but if you go any smaller, they just get wiped out with a lot of slag, and they just don't turn out as good. So I decided to go with the laser, but it was an expensive machine. And one thing I found out was, so my Avid CNC, I use a software called Vectric software. Vectric Aspire. And I like to design my stuff in that software, and I also use Fusion 360. But the Avid, the software, Vectric software, it's real easy. I've been using it for years, probably 5 or 6 years. And if I want to design some brackets or something, or a horse or whatever I want, I'm familiar with that software. But one thing I realized is I can design stuff in that software and export it right into XTool Studio, and I'll show you how to do that, and it's really easy. So today I'm gonna show you the equipment that I bought, and I'm gonna show you my preparation for if they ever deliver it. They haven't shipped it yet. I ordered it during their Christmas sale. But we'll go through the process, and then I'm going to show you, I've already designed some parts in their software that are ready to cut for when this machine shows up. And then we'll do some future videos of that actual machine. But let me show you what I got, and yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, this is what I bought, the XTool all-in-one Metal Fab. This whole package with all the extra parts and everything ended up costing me about $18,000. And so it's pretty expensive. So this is a 1200 watt all-in-one bundle. And basically it's an XTool Metal Fab laser welder, CNC cutter, and engraver. And so it comes with an air purifier. It comes with the 1200 watt fiber laser, and the ultimate metal fabrication solution for everyone. So XTool Metal Fab. You do have to do some training just to get it to turn on once you get it, but it basically it's pretty. They have really good instructions and good assembly. Everything looks pretty good, and the reviews that I've seen were good. And there's a few YouTube videos of guys trying it out, and basically, you know, here's some fire pits that people have done, cutting intricate parts like that. You can really cut small parts, and the laser really is precise, and it cuts such a fine. If you dial it in right, I think you can get, now you can buy just the laser. So this is laser cleaner, welder, and CNC, well, and cutter. But yeah, it's still pretty expensive no matter what you do. But you can create a lot of stuff with this thing, and you can cut all kinds of different materials with it. Key features, professional grade welding. Now you can weld stainless steel, brass, copper, everything, and it seems to really change the game when it comes to the learning curve for welding. So I'm looking forward. I've always had trouble welding aluminum and stainless. Steel I have no trouble, but stainless and aluminum and stuff like that, I've always had trouble doing that. And I've wanted to weld aluminum and stainless. And I, you know, over the years I've welded some aluminum and it came out okay, but you're constantly having to, you know, learn. Every time you do it, you're learning all over again because you forget how you did it before, or the settings of the TIG welder. And this is supposed to make it a lot easier. We'll definitely let you know how that turns out. Key features: 1200 watt fiber laser, one-click setting for the materials. And I'll show you that in the software. We're going to do a quick little drawing, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to bring it right in here and how to choose your materials and everything. Powerful 1200 watt laser, welding 0.2 inch, cutting 0.39 inch. I really just want to cut up to 1/4 inch, I think. One-click smart nesting. It's got a camera inside, which really is interesting. You basically can look when you're turning on your software, it'll turn on the laser Wi-Fi, and you can basically nest your material right onto your metal that you have sitting in there. Ultra accurate cutting for small objects. Yeah, that's like, look how small that object is on her thumb right there. And it's just really nice detail. Powerful software, I'm going to show you that in a minute. One tap setup, we won't be able to show you that because we don't have the machine yet. And they say reliable sales support for trouble for worry. We'll see how that goes. So let me, we'll stop this and let me shoot over to the software, and then we will, I'll show you how easy it is. So here we are at the home page of XTool Studio. Now this is what we're going to be using to run that laser. Now you can see I've already practiced drawing a few things for my gates. But let's start a new project here. And I don't, you know, this software, so if I want to draw something, let's say I wanted to come over here, it's got lines, rectangles, circles, polygons, stars. It's got a lot of cool stuff, but I'm not that familiar with this software yet. So it's going to take a little practice. But if I want to get up and running, making parts and stuff, all I have to do is go to this add button, and basically I can import. So right here I have a drawing, a little bracket. So I'm going to import that in, and there it is. Now this came in the exact size that I wanted. So you can see we have a 2 foot by 2 foot cutting area right here. So now let's say I want to cut out quite a few of these. So let's go up here. Let's put it right there. And then let's go down here to array, and we'll do a grid array. And now you can just, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it'll fit. I don't think it fit that last one. So let's subtract that one. And then let's go the other way. Probably going to be about like that. And let's hit done. Now, I'm just showing you, now, I have a lot to learn on this software, but I'm just showing you that you can really get up and running pretty quick. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to select all these. It's already nested in there, right? Now, we're going to go up here. We already have selected our Metal Fab Lazer welder. Now, you can change, if you got a different device, you can just click on this, and you can choose any of the XTool devices. Obviously, we have the XTool Metal Fab. Now, right here, we want to be cutting. So we want to go over here, cut with the fixture. And material, this is the first thing we do. Let's say it's 14 gauge material, 2 millimeter, carbon steel. So we want to click on that and apply. Now it's going to tell me, so it tells you, you know, if you got a protective film or anything on it, make sure you peel it off. And it gives you a lot of warnings too. So now you go right down this list. Let's click on oxygen. So it's already telling you this thick of material, we can't use our air compressor. We can't use air, argon, or nitrogen. We need to use oxygen. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that. Then you just go right down this. Now it tells you right now that we need to use that double layer nozzle. So you can see the different nozzles, and if it says no parameters, then you don't want to use that. It's telling you what to use. It's really making it easy. So we want to make sure we install this nozzle, this 1 millimeter double layer nozzle with extension tube. Confirm. Now we're going to look at, we got the thickness of the metal right there. Calibrate capacitor, output. Now we know we're going to cut. And we're going to leave all these settings the same. Now, if you needed to, let's say their settings didn't cut through or something, you could change your PSI, you could change the speed. You know, you would have to play with that. If their settings didn't cut through real nice, then you would play with that. So now we're going to go ahead and preview. We've checked all these settings. Now you go down here and preview, and it's going to show you the cut. Now you can see it cut out all the holes, and you can kind of see the outline. This is kind of black. I don't know why they have it so black, but this simulation, it basically shows you cutting out all those brackets and the holes in it, and you can twist it right around. But that's basically, so if you're used to a different software, just design it in that, import it as an SVG, and just bring it right in here. Now I'm not going to save this particular one, so we'll go, but I'm going to show you another one. Let's go back to the home page. Let's go ahead to this one that I drew right here, and it's going to give us a preview already. So let's just preview it. I've already done the settings. Now you can see, so it took it right out of the material, and you can see I could make that a little bigger. Make the tree a little taller, but it's good to preview these things ahead of time. Make sure they're cutting out real nice. Yeah, pretty easy though. So, I have a lot to learn on this software, and I'm sure you could do, there's just so many things you could do inside this software, but it's a matter of learning. But you can get up and running with your software that you're used to drawing stuff with, as long as you import it as a SVG, and it'll come in the exact size. Anyway, yeah, this is the machine I bought. I will show you the unboxing and setup. I did contact them this morning, and they said they're going to ship it next week. So hopefully we'll be up and running pretty soon. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and we will see you next time. Later. Okay, so obviously these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Anytime you're doing electrical or any kind of mechanical stuff, call it professional. I've been doing my own stuff for years and years and years, so I'm not afraid of it at all. But these videos are for entertainment purposes only, so do your own due diligence. Anyway, preparation for the machine. Right here you can see I've actually got an 8-inch duct going outside the wall, and this duct is similar to a dryer vent, where it has a flap on the outside that flaps open, so it doesn't let the cold air in when it's not being used. But this is an 8-inch, and supposedly that's what the machine calls for. Now, right here, it needs two different 220 plugs. One for the compressor, which is kind of surprising that it needs such a big plug for that little compressor. So this is a 30 amp, 220 volt NEMA 630R. Now this is the receptacle that will supposedly fit that machine. Hopefully that's how it comes. And I actually had some 4-wire, some extra 10 gauge 4-wire laying around. But I'm only going to use 3 of these wires for that plug. So you can see I've got my exhaust, I've got one of the 220 plugs, and then over here I've actually got a dryer plug, 220 volt dryer plug, and 2 110 outlets. So I've got pretty much everything I need to plug this in. Now also, I purchased a full bottle of oxygen, and then I also have a full bottle of argon. Now I might also get a full bottle of nitrogen. It just depends on how elaborate I start cutting different materials, because different materials sometimes can take different gases. Anyway, yeah, that's my setup. Hopefully I'll get all this ready to go, plugs in, before that machine shows up, and then we'll do an unboxing, hopefully next week, because I really want to get up and going making these gates. That's my next big project. I'm hoping to use this machine to get it done. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Later.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can. And he'll break his back for $1 or $2. Oh, there ain't no shame in what he do. Oh, work it out.